You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Princesses Long Island After Show.
Woo! Yes.
I think Steven must be a really secret fan because he's always right on theme with the princesses. Thank you, Steven. Hey, you guys. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us once again. We're on Bravo Season 1, Episode 7. Who are you? The Pope?
Yes, who am I, the Pope? No, I'm Beyonce, that's who I am.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, he's Beyonce. I'm Kristina Zias.
I'm Jake DuPree / Beyonce.
I'm Fahnia Thomas.
And I'm Cassidy Gard.
And this is Princesses for AFTERBUZZ TV. Put a ring on it. I think that's what all the girls are begging for right now.
Chanel especially.
Chanel, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this is a continuous trend throughout the season. Chanel's like dying for that ring, and she's just working it too hard. It ain't gonna happen when you're trying that hard, you know?
Certainly not.
I feel bad for her. And this episode especially, and I think even next week it's gonna be even more difficult because we have her sister's wedding. But I feel bad for the girl. I mean, let's get into it because in this episode there's a lot of drama going on, and it's broken down into the characters. So if we want, let's start with Chanel and her sister's wedding.
Yeah. Let's talk about those bridesmaids' dresses. What, do you actually think those were options, like for real options for her wedding?
No.
No.
Like, that was a joke.
It had to have been.
There's no way. They were like pageant gowns. Like, that was like serious pageant
It was
moment.
like Dynasty 1980s soap opera. These were so flashy for bridesmaids' dresses.
I mean, that's like, you want the focus to be on the bride, but not like the disco ball next to her. You know, it's like, that's a lot.
I just feel like they were so outdated and so overdone. And she has this, I don't understand how it can go from having a conversation with her rabbi to like sequin dresses, like sequin gowns to the floor, who that Israeli boy Nadi brings over from Brooklyn. Like, I don't know.
Speaking of the rabbi, did the producers tell him to tell Chanel that she's a princess? Or is this a common thing that occurs in these places?
For sure.
I don't know, but I love that's how he's trying to fix her problems. You're a princess.
You're a princess.
Like, everything will be
Deserve to be treated like a princess. I loved it,
like
Rabbi
the rabbi.
Cohen. I did too.
I think that
Loved
we should
him.
all go talk to a rabbi when we need help. We don't see that much on reality shows where people are going to get guidance from their spiritual leaders.
yeah.
You know, like that was cool. And I like how he said, I mean, I've been saying it, but Rabbi Cohen said it tonight. Adam and Eve, we all have our one.
There's someone that completes you.
There we go.
Unless someone doesn't want to be completed.
Lid.
Unless someone doesn't want to be completed.
Right. But I don't
They
know
like
if
their one
Nadi
self.
is the right. I don't know if Nadi's the right one for her.
Oh.
What'd you guys think about her family trying to set her up, like, blatantly right in front of her, too, which, I don't know, if that were me, I'd be like, chill out. Like, tell the boy to ask me out outside, okay? Not in front of all of you
I
guys.
just can't believe they would approve of him.
I think they're that, right? That doesn't...
He's an older businessman. The sister pitched that, and I'm not exactly sure where his business is. He's a stylist.
His
I think
business
he owns
He
a
has
boutique,
like a
right?
boutique, like dresses. I think he does
Yeah.
probably weddings and
Yeah.
things
He
like
needs
that.
to get in business with his dentist is what he needs to. I'm gonna be, I mean, that's shade, and I'm
That is
owning
shade.
it.
That's okay.
But I can't. Those teeth. I said it.
And his,
I said it.
his
I mean,
hairstylist, too, maybe.
Awful. And he was such a jerk. He was such a jerk, was he not?
Maybe he's mad because his teeth look like daggers. I don't know. But I can't. I'm sorry. I said it.
Again.
I think that what bothered me more about their date is forget him. Like, obviously, he's not the one for Chanel. I think we all knew that right from the beginning when he decided those are the dresses she should wear. Okay, so that was my first step. I don't understand why cooking and cleaning is coming up in your first date conversation. Like, if we get married, are you going to do chores when you come home from work? I'm sorry.
He might be the male version of Chanel. Maybe with people that are just ready to get to it, this is what the version would be. For her, she wants to know, where would you like to live, how many kids, this and that. He's like, are you going to clean, or are you going to cook after my long days at work?
Yeah, but I feel like she's the one who brought up that conversation.
That's true. I think she was trying to test the territory, but let it ride. I think let it ride, let it unfold, and just go with it.
Like, how do you like Brooklyn? He's obviously from Israel.
Or no, like, how did you get involved with your business? Like, how long have you lived in the neighborhood? Like, why are you bringing up this stuff?
Maybe they don't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Let's talk
kinda
about
respect that.
And also, like, his brother's getting married to her sister, so it's a common thing, I guess, to be talking about
Is that
weddings and stuff.
Oh, that's her brother? His brother?
Yeah, right?
I thought it was just the best man.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I couldn't get over his
Maybe
teeth.
maybe
Fahnia was like, no comment.
wait, maybe it's not his brother. Maybe it's just his best man.
Well,
I thought-
either way.
Whatever, same difference.
She's just so funny, and I know this is so silly, but I love how she's like, I'm not in hipster Brooklyn. Like, I'm in Jewish Brooklyn.
She was trying to go for hipster Brooklyn, coming up in
those glasses.
in the synagogue with like those hipster glasses.
But we kind of have to respect that she got off the island, because last week we did say maybe the secret to all of this is to get out of her comfort zone and go to a
Spread
new
her
place.
wings.
And look what happened. She flew the coop and went to Brooklyn.
Okay, this is not bad. You're right. We'll give her that.
Sounds like the title of a book. Flew the coop and flew to Brooklyn.
And you know what? Also, I'm sitting here thinking about this and his teeth. I didn't like his comments at the end about her being moody. Like, who are you?
Oh, hello. He's like, you're very moody and unpredictable, or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
It was just-
She didn't ask. She didn't ask. Like,
Right.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
Maybe he was
And
there.
please wait until I give it to you.
Exactly.
Maybe he heard about her slapping the boob in the at Amanda's hanky party, and the word's gone around that she's a little unpredictable.
Maybe.
It
do you
was
think?
weird because he's like, you're always moody. So I feel like they've had more
We
than one
just met.
encounter. Yeah.
But I feel like she kind of was moody on their date. I mean, not that he necessarily should call it out, but I think that someone needs to call her out on her dating skills and her dancing skills. And if she's been watching this episode, I've been trying to do it all season, so I don't know. But she went from being really excited about this date to all of a sudden, like, her mood did completely change in the middle of it.
Because she got pissed off because he was like, you're not going to cook and clean. So
So
my
I
mood
guess it was
switched
granted.
too. Like, oh,
I'd be like, okay, check, done.
yeah, I'm no longer interested.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be pleasantly polite. I might be.
Actually,
probably not yet.
No.
But I would never, like, bring up cooking and cleaning. I don't know.
Maybe
It's so weird to me.
But you would never go on a date with someone who'd be like expecting you to be like the typical housewife. That is so
I have
asinine.
no problem with that. If you're going to take care of me, then I have no problem with doing some chores.
But I just don't like those roles, like people thinking that that's okay. I mean, if someone chooses that, sure. But if someone that's their mind, like you're gonna be at home, you're gonna cook and clean, I'm like, no. Like I will come unglued at that.
Maybe
someone
if she
like that.
made it clear what else she was going to do, because he's saying, if I'm at work all day and then I come home, I don't want to clean more. But she's never, as far as I remember, really made it clear that she has her hanky
job.
business, that she has a PR business. I'm not exactly sure what Chanel does with her
What-
days. So
what
what
does
is he? What does Chanel do?
What does
She
do?
said that she works. So she said she makes her own money. What exactly?
I mean, I think it's clear in a relationship with these two, especially if he's going to be working all day. She's saying, well, I have my business I'm doing, so we'll get a maid or a housekeeper,
Right.
whatever it
Yeah.
is, a nanny.
You have
but
to talk and work these things out in a relationship. You have to define roles and
she needs to make it clear what she's doing with her life to maybe gain more respect, so he doesn't expect
Exactly.
these things from her. Am I right?
And he needs an
Exactly.
orthodontist.
Snap.
And then that's
Just a
it.
good set of veneers. That's all he needs. Like just a good set of veneers.
Okay, on relationships, what do you think is worse? Because Erica and Rob
Oh, God.
want to move in together. Well, I mean, Rob obviously wants to move in together.
I loved that whole scene. I was just loving every second of house hunting with those two. It was
Do you think they
amazing.
could actually afford that house though, or is that just like
well, apparently
For
he's
show.
sitting on some cash.
he lives
Living
on a boat?
boat.
All right.
I'm on a
right.
boat. Maybe he could afford it. Is that a bad decision? Yes. I feel like that's the worst move Erica could make. because she already feels tied down, and like she lives at home with her parents, and she probably sees her boyfriend like on the weekends or a few nights a week.
But you-
let alone living with him.
Don't you have to appreciate her honesty, though? Didn't she basically just say this pool makes the whole thing seem a little bit sweeter? I mean, she is so blatantly honest,
Yeah,
and
she
I
is.
love
she's
that
great.
about her.
I do appreciate that she's completely herself. Like,
Yeah.
And
I
she-
think that's admirable, especially for a reality show. Like, that's what you want to see.
Right, and she said so that it was a little too soon to be looking for a house. She addressed that, you know. I think the house is too big, and she would lose her vagina in it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's so big. I mean, and by getting pregnant, which I agree with all the things that she said too.
All her reasons.
You know, all her prego pauses.
But she was making me laugh. She's like, another children's room, another nursery. What is this? Like, I really appreciated that part of the episode.
I love how her boyfriend is not fazed by anything at all. Like,
Could you be though with her as your girlfriend? Like, he has to not be phased because
Yeah.
she's
The stuff that comes out of her mouth.
yeah.
I mean,
It's a
I
lot.
just feel like she must be very entertaining to keep him around. That's all.
I think so. He seems kind of boring, though. So maybe,
Maybe
you know,
he's a
opposites
freak in the
attract.
bedroom, though.
Yeah, I think
Don't
they
put it
both
past
might
him.
be freaks in the bedroom, and like that's what they have going.
Either
for them.
she's like a freak or she's like completely boring and she like, claims to be a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think she's completely boring. That girl.
No, she's like too concerned about her vagina to be boring.
or she might just be like laying there like spread eagle, like you know, like a dead
And
fish.
isn't she the one that said all of her single friends were the boring ones because they're not getting laid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But if you're talking that much, maybe nothing's happening elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
Who was the shower head one? Who was
Erica.
That was Erica.
Okay.
She's
See,
good.
So
She's good.
Erica's a self-sufficient woman.
She's a Dina Howard all the way.
for sure.
All the way.
There is obviously not as much romantic chemistry in their relationship as there is in Amanda and Jeff's. And we see that when they are canoodling blatantly in front of his parents. And it's just so weird because Jeff looks so much like his parents, especially his dad. But then you'd look at his mom and be like, oh my God, there he is again. There's Amanda and 3 Jeffs at that table.
And she
Future
loves
dad-in-law
it.
is funny. I like him.
He's
I like him
so
too.
funny.
They're my favorite people now. Both of them. Amanda is hysterical. The
Oh, yeah.
things that come out of her mouth, I
She's
cannot
amazing.
even take it.
It's just so real and so fun. I like that. That's what I enjoy about her. Is that it's just fun to watch because you never know what she's gonna say. It's not gonna be crazy like Erica, you know?
Right.
I wonder if they would be the couple to get the reality spin-off. The two of them, you know, it happened with other episodes.
I would hope so.
Like if they were to
Yeah.
get married or engaged
Yeah,
or
like
something.
at the house. I mean, so many other episodes have happened with that, you know, like Bethany Frankel and just those two being zany and crazy.
Yeah. What's up with the kosher cheese? Do they not make kosher cheese? I didn't get that part.
I don't know.
In the
I feel
restaurant,
like-
she was like, "We're kosher, no cheese."
But isn't it with, I thought with kosher you can't mix meat and cheese together.
Oh, I don't
They can't
know.
be touching.
Okay.
I think that's
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. I had a really good kosher friend growing up, and then one day she ate pepperoni pizza, and that was the end of
you
that.
change-
Did you give it
And
to
I
her?
remember, no, I didn't give it to her. Why
Get a
would you
pizza
just
party at
assume
your
I was the bad influence? Oh my goodness.
So what happened? Did she lose her Jewish card? Like,
Well,
Shade
no,
of
but I just
pepperoni.
know that was like the worst thing you could do.
oh.
And her mom called your mom and was like, she gave her a pizza at your house.
It was all my fault. It was all my fault. I'm the bad Jew. But yeah, they're so funny talking about like her wedding ring and everything too, which obviously none of us are a huge fan of. Say it. What do you think?
It's not the cutest ring. I'm sure it has good sentimental value, like that's awesome, but it's just not a cute ring.
Keeping it real.
It's just kind of turkey.
Maybe it looks better in person.
Yeah, maybe it's beautiful in
Benefit of the
person.
doubt.
Yeah.
It looks like tinfoil on camera, but maybe that's just the lighting.
Shade.
Maybe it's just the thought that counts, or the
It is.
Oh.
the
It's
commitment
the
behind it.
sentiment behind it is really
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
It's
And her
beautiful.
complete honesty when she said, hand the ring over, I've got my eye on it.
That was awesome.
Best line of the whole entire episode by far.
No, I think losing your vagina.
Yeah.
That was really good, too. What? Okay, so we have that little scene between Amanda and Joey. I mean, Amanda and Erica when they go to the beach together. And in that, they're obviously talking about their relationship issues, or Erica is. And Amanda is talking about her issues with Babs and how, like, Babs is too much of a friend, you know, and sometimes she just needs her to be her mom. And then we fast forward to this scene with Amanda and Babs. And I really like this because we see Babs as the party animal. And she's really giving, I think, sound advice to her daughter because they have only been together for 6 months, and that is really quick to rush into a relationship, into marriage at least.
I mean, 6 months is it for sure is the honeymoon period. Like you don't even see the ugly and the bad side of
Right.
anybody, I feel like that's way too early to even know.
Absolutely.
But I mean, you can have those feelings that this person seems really right. Like, cool, that's awesome, but she has no. They shouldn't get married. Like,
No.
at this point. At
I'm
all.
willing to bet that they haven't even seen each other go to the bathroom, like number 2.
No.
Or fart. Like,
Yeah.
6 months is so too soon.
Are you kidding me? I feel like Jeff probably walks around and he like probably farts and thinks it's funny.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, like I don't want
It's
this
a
to be
turn off.
an episode of farting, but like I think that they seem comfortable enough in each other. Like they're just so like corny and
All
cute
about
together.
it,
Yeah.
But do you think that maybe he's rushing it a little bit because he's so much older than
Definitely.
she is?
And he's like, shoot, I got
And her-
this hot piece of ass
And
as
her
my
and
girlfriend.
his parents are probably like, "You got this, girl. Like, let's like
Yeah.
knock it down right now."
That's what her mom said.
Yeah, but also all these girls want to get out of their parents' house and they're not working. They don't seem to really be having much income, so the only way out to get their own place is to move with a guy, which we foreshadow next season or episode. It seems like Joey is going to have a little taste of this. But I don't know,
Check
is
out.
Amanda just wanting to get out of the house and get her space, you know?
I don't
to
know
be
if they have
independent?
the only way for them to get out of the house is if to marry, because some of them are entrepreneurs and they do have goals, like with her drinking.
They just don't seem like they have income from their goals yet.
I mean,
Eventually.
I mean, it's just not yet. It'll
Yeah.
happen. It will definitely happen, but it's going to take 3 to 5 years, just like Joey said. So
Yeah.
we're like 2 years in, it seems like.
yeah, but I feel like obviously we know that Babs is very different from like Hal or like from Chanel's parents. She is not rushing her daughter out. I think she'd be very happy with her daughter staying there as long as possible. And she's also the youngest one out of all the
Chanel's only
girls.
26.
I
so-
think that there's a big difference between
Amanda.
26 and 30
Yes,
in
absolutely.
age. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes on in those 4 years and how you develop and what you learn about yourself too. And I think since she is trying so hard and is so passionate about this drink hanky business, which by the way, girl, we would love some for these AfterBuzz cuffs.
Yeah.
Drink hanky all the way.
My hand is so cold on this. Oh.
I know.
What? I think that she needs to stay in her mom's house or like maybe move out on her own or maybe get an apartment with Jeff, but not necessarily tie the knot just now.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
You learn a lot when you live with someone.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
You
do.
certainly do.
So, I think that would be good
Just
for
say
her.
that.
We'll leave it at that.
Infer what you will.
All right, let's get into the most dramatic part of the episode, and that's Ashlee and Joey. And before we had in the very beginning, Joey spoke to Erica and Amanda and asked them what they thought. And they definitely didn't take one side or the other, but they were blatantly honest about Ashlee telling them not to trust Joey.
Yeah. I think that what Amanda and Erica should have done was say to Ashlee that they had told Joey that she had texted them and what Ashlee had said. I think that they should have gone to Ashlee and been like, "We told her what you said." Just so that
Yeah, keep it at 100, keep it
Ashlee
real.
doesn't look crazy being like, "Oh, I never did that," whenever she's seen the text. Like, Joey's seen the text from Ashley.
Yeah, but I feel like girls don't do that.
Right, but he's saying they should.
Yeah, they should.
They
They
should.
should.
Girls
They
don't do that.
know. They should have, though. Yeah, that would have been the best way to probably handle it.
But do you think they were just trying to keep out of it?
No.
No.
They were inserting
you can't keep
themselves-
out of it on a reality show.
They were
Yeah.
inserting themselves into it by saying.
Yeah.
If they wanted to stay out of it, they wouldn't have said, "Oh yeah, she sent me a text, blase blase." They would have been like, "Oh, I don't know nothing about
I
that."
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if they did that, then it would probably Ashlee probably wouldn't have felt so threatened right away when she went to go meet with her. But
I'm just still so. This whole fight is just so out of nowhere for me. Like, I don't know where this is. Like, I honestly do not see what either one of them are talking about. I mean, I don't know. I guess we just have to be there because this.
I
is,
just think they just don't like each other.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that you're just not going to get along with, and for whatever the reason, they don't like each other. So what? I mean,
there's
there's certain things that they don't like about one another that they keep doing to each other. So it's just like, really, this is like, I'm sorry, hashtag white girl problems. Like, it's, don't be friends.
yeah.
Don't hang out.
You don't
like-
have to be.
yeah, but I feel like if Ashlee made you saying like someone is a bad person is a pretty harsh claim, and I feel like she didn't really have any solid reasons to back it up. And Joey kept saying like, I want to know what I'm doing wrong that you think I'm a bad person, because being a bad person is different than being like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm surprised Joey's so concerned with the fact that Ashlee's going around saying this. It seems like she'd be so confident and just in herself that she's like, you're tarnishing yourself by going around and looking bad. I'm the one over here just trying to make peace and do what I can
But
and
also,
owning who
but
I
also,
am.
it's whenever we were talking to Ashlee when she called, it didn't seem like Joey was ever really a part of this group. So Ashlee saying these bad things to other people about her probably makes her feel really insecure and like not a part of the group.
Right, when she's trying
when
to
she's
be.
really trying to be.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, she showed how she was a bad person. I mean, when she said, "You're funny looking."
Yeah.
That's a bad person. That's mean.
Yeah.
That
I was
was
just being
mean.
a bad person when I was talking about Homeboy's teeth. I mean, there's worse things to be called than a bad person. Sometimes you do bad things. So what?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like Joey, who doesn't like her, why are you crying over her? You don't like her. Who cares what she says? Don't give her any
I think maybe
room.
it stems to a deeper problem that maybe Joey's dealt with in the past, like not being as wealthy as most of the girls that are around her, and she sees that she's not necessarily in it, and she's probably been made fun of because she's not within, a certain
tax bracket.
or anything.
Right.
So I don't know, maybe it just lies in that, and she sees Ashlee as one of those girls that's maybe affecting her life previously.
Boom.
So I don't know.
I think you're right.
Because out of nowhere, she brings up the Freeport comment. It was
Yeah.
something a whole different thing, and then she once
See?
again brings it up. And I was surprised she did that because it's her bringing up Freeport when everyone else has been doing it. And I think the best way is just to let them talk, and they're going to have their own character show in that way. And you just remain over here doing your kismet business and just ignoring it all.
Yeah,
I think is the best way.
I mean, but this fight reminded me of Bethany Frankel and Kelly Ben Simone when they met, and she was like, "You're up here and I'm down here." I felt it wasn't like cuckoo crazy
And where's
like
Kelly
them.
Ben Simone now?
Right.
I love Bethany Frankel, so I'll
Me
go
too,
all
me
day
too,
long for
me
Bethany
too.
Frankel.
But back to your point, she did say, "I'll always be the poor girl looking in." So I think it goes back to
that.
her own security about what tax bracket she's in, and maybe, who knows, maybe Ashlee represents that one little girl that was mean to her because she didn't have the right shoes at school or something.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't have the latest purse.
I think Ashlee too is someone who likes to keep what she has very close to her. I don't see her as someone who has like tons and tons of friends, and so I think she's very protective. And I think that I think she's a little threatened by Joey too, because Joey's this girl who she kind of like maybe looked down on from being from a different class bracket, and now she's all of a sudden hanging with her friends, and I don't know, I think she's threatened by like her looks and something too. And Ashlee's super cute, but I think she's made a lot of comments throughout the season about Joey and about Casey and about how they're tall and skinny and this and that. And I don't know, I think that a lot of that just comes from her insecurities as well. And then of course Joey probably fed into that and said like the one thing that's so inappropriate and really rude to say. And Ashlee's really cute, so she's crazy.
And I don't know if Joey necessarily even meant that. I think that she was
No.
just like in the moment and just snapped and said that.
And we
Because,
all
again,
do that. You say something and then you just want
Exactly.
to cringe and go back and take it away, and you can't.
And I think that's why she was crying, because I
Yeah.
think that she actually is like, shoot, like I do
I
look
gave
like
her-
a bad person
And I
now.
gave her ammo. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's what she said. So is she crying because
Because she
feels
looks like
she's
a bad
remorseful,
person,
or-
like she
yeah, she
does
looks like a
this.
bad person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So who's in the right and who's in the wrong?
I don't think
both wrong.
either.
They're
Yeah, I
both
think they
wrong.
both are.
Like
Yeah.
it never should have gotten to this point. I mean, I'm glad it did for the show, just for us to like
Right.
talk about. But for their sake, I'm like, it never should have gotten this bad so quickly.
I'm just really upset about this fight because it went from, who are you, the Pope? Like, that's not the answers I want. Like, I want to know specifically why they are bothered by each other. And we still haven't gotten those answers.
Maybe they don't even know. You know, and sometimes people say that, like, I don't know what it is about him or her. They just irk me. I think with both of them, they're not exactly sure. Like, they can't put their finger on it, but they both act in ways that they cannot stand each other.
And
Well,
even
Ashlee said, "You pick on me." Like when we were in the Hamptons, and like she went off about her not having girl code, and something. Oh, her dad. When she makes fun of her for being so close to her dad. So Ashlee said, "Why?" I don't know what Amanda's side is though.
I think they're both just super insecure, or not.
Just, like, threatened
Their
by each-
insecurities
Yeah.
are what they see in each other. So
I
that's
think
what brings
Reflecting back
yeah,
at each other, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're getting
And
very
I
psychological.
know we're getting very
tonight.
deep right now. It's like Dr. Drew.
Really
over
quick
here.
question. Okay, going back to when they saw the man with the Superman, the glasses, and then once again Chanel rocks the glasses. What is this in Long Island with they're not taking the tags off? Can someone please explain it to me?
What is that?
First of all, they're obviously fake glasses.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
both situations. And it's so stupid because those, I mean, they're really cute sometimes, but they give you a killer headache too. So not only are you like looking through this thick glass trying to be like hipster chic, but you also have this huge label on the bottom of it too. Like, how can you see anything that's going on in front of you? I don't know.
So weird.
I was really surprised Chanel rocked that.
Do you think that maybe Ashlee had probably heard while casting was going on and stuff that Joey was like really funny and had these good like little one-liners, and I think that's maybe where Ashlee has always been. Like Ashlee's always probably been that girl that's like had the funny one-liners and like.
And
she's
it's like
the
a little
funny one.
feisty and this and that because, I mean, Erica's feisty, but she's in a whole different world. Chanel's Coco, but still completely different. None of them had that like sarcastic humor. They're, you know what I mean? None of them really like bite at you the way Ashlee does.
And
except Joey.
whenever you're asked to be on a reality show, there's certain roles that people have, and and I think maybe Ashlee thought that she was gonna fill the one that Joey feels in terms of like the diary confessional scenes. I don't know. Maybe I'm like.
So
reading
the
too much
question
into
is,
it.
who does the better sharp wit?
Yeah.
Bethany
That's what it comes
Frankel.
down to.
Bethany Frankel, yeah.
Yeah, clearly. She's the queen bee of it all. These are the little princesses, and Bethany's the queen.
I mean,
I think Joey probably has better one-liners sometimes, but Ashlee has funnier one-liners. I think Joey's are more like
Shocking.
right? And
Yeah.
realistic.
I think it trades off. Like tonight it was Erica. Last week it was Amanda. For me,
I also don't think we've been seeing as much of Ashlee as we did in the first few episodes too.
Yeah.
And where's Casey? Casey is nowhere to be found.
See, that's what bothered me about this. That little barbecue they had where Ashlee was introducing Casey as if she was her boyfriend to her parents. All she does is kind of like just mimic whatever Ashlee says. I feel like she has no personality in this episode.
You're a great
at all.
person. You're the best person. You're amazing.
She's just like
Just
really mean
rehashes.
to her. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe for her contract, they just had to say that she's in every episode, so they had to find a way for her to be in this episode.
Can you come to dinner at her house? Yeah.
well, I tweeted and asked her where she was last week. She just has to work. I mean, homegirl gets her hustle on. She has to, in order for her to have her princess life, she has to work.
Yeah, but I'm sure that this barbecue, or no, I'm sorry, she could not be working every single time they're filming. They film for months.
Well, she didn't say that, but I asked her where she was last week, why she wasn't at the hanky party.
Oh, at the hanky party,
She
that's specific, yeah.
She had to go to work. So, I mean, that's just one of the reasons why she's not around a lot.
Some of the other girls could probably learn from that.
I mean,
From working.
From working. Having a real job.
I wonder what she would have done if she was at the bar with them tonight or if she was at the hanky party. Because I would like to see her defend Ashlee. If they're that close, because I can't see her say anything.
All the same stuff. It's just gonna be nothing new.
Yeah.
You're mean. You're not nice. It's gonna be like a broken record.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about Ashlee paying for both of their drinks?
I loved it. It was her last little way to just.
It was good. For Ashlee, it was like, yep, that's right. I have class.
I'll get yours too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like that. I thought it was very smooth.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like 2 for 1?
They're free, actually.
I'm surprised Joey didn't just pull out a 10 and be like, no, I got mine. I mean, she just let her pay. Did she say thank you?
No.
I think Joey at that point was like, shit, what did I just say?
I think she probably was just in a blackout haze. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
I think I could see Ashlee being really
seeing red.
intimidating to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, because she's, wealthy, and she screams like a certain money level.
Well, when
I
she's
think.
outside and she tells Joey, stop following me, that was the best part ever. It was so awkward and uncomfortable, and she just whips around like, do not follow me. I think Joey just looked like...
Joey's like, I'm leaving the restaurant.
It was so awkward.
You know what kind of made me sad at that point, though? And, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because she's obviously so close to her parents. I was upset that she didn't call one of the girls if they're all such good friends. Instead of calling one of her friends to confide, she calls in her dad.
I'd call my mom.
And then Joey has, really?
I would totally call my mom, yeah.
I think it'd been funnier for TV for her to call her dad. Like, that's her role. She calls her dad.
That's her,
so
yeah.
if she did call one of the other girls, they probably would have cut it out and been like, no, we're going to show you calling your dad, because that's what everybody gets on her for.
Yeah, and also some of the girls are the reason that started this in a little bit of a way. They added, flames to what was already happening by them telling.
So why didn't she call Erica and say, hey, Erica, why would you tell Joey that I said that she can't be trusted?
Maybe she really believes that she can't be trusted on that point, just doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
She knows. She's like, well, she can't be. Just calls
Long hair, don't
calls
care.
Papa Hal.
I don't know. It's so funny how they all have their own little stories, and then Amanda is just like having a party.
I like it. I wish the show was more like that.
More.
Like
She's more
Amanda.
playful.
Yeah.
Grounded one, just with the boyfriend, just everyone likes her. Who does not like Amanda?
There's not anybody that doesn't get along with her.
Why? Yeah. Why would
She's
you?
that
not?
laid back. Yeah, I love it. It's really refreshing to watch.
I feel like they all need to take like a little bit of a chill pill from her.
Yeah.
And just learn how to like relax. Like they have it really good.
I think she's
They do.
relaxed because
do.
she has the dude she's been looking for. I think they'll relax when they find their own versions of Jeff. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or let Erica tell
Or
it once they
independence.
get laid. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we now know what Coco's problem is.
How do any of them
Calm
get laid
down,
with the
like-
parents around? I don't understand.
I don't know. I think we're gonna find out next episode that some haven't.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Mm-hmm. What are they playing? Never Have I Ever?
Oh yeah.
Maybe the ring, that was a purity ring that her dad gave her.
Oh.
No, that was Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah,
that's
Ashley. That's
That,
Yeah.
I thought-
maybe it's a purity ring.
I think it is. That makes sense. That's what the game was.
Wait, since we're talking about this, let's just get into predictions because now I
Okay.
need to know
Right.
what all of you are thinking.
Well, you
And
for
now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So creepy.
Predictions.
Oh.
Go for it.
Predictions.
Waiting on you.
All right. Admittedly, I always get very confused by Never Have I Ever because I always get it backwards and I'm trying to figure out which way it is. So I'm not. I was thinking that Ashley was saying that she hasn't had sex.
That's what that's what they were implying.
That's what
right?
they're implying. yeah.
Coco said it.
Right.
Right.
And then Ashley, they flashed Ashley. So my thought was that when the dad gave her the ring for her 30th birthday, that it was a purity ring.
Oh.
And you seem to have a thought about that.
Well, I think there's more versions than we might know. I think there's 3 girls who probably are not virgins. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Who are virgins?
Who are
Who aren't.
not.
So-
Who are not.
Wait, and there's 6 of
virgins.
them?
Yes.
So you think 3 of them are virgins?
Yes.
Okay, no.
okay, you gotta
Tell us.
Come
Who-
on.
Well, then it's like calling the other girls sluts. 'cause
No,
they
it's
don't-
not.
They
It's
own
calling-
it. Erica,
it's
you're
calling
I'll
an
call
experience so they
Erica.
have a
Okay,
life.
Erica's one of the ones that's
They're
not, and
having
she
the
owns it.
sexy time.
Eric and
Erica
Amanda.
and Amanda.
Uh-huh.
And then who's the other girl?
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you
that
think,
leaves.
you think Casey, Chanel, and Ashley are all virgins?
I kind of
Yeah.
agree with that.
That makes sense.
Casey,
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about Casey, but I'm going to throw her on that
She's
side.
kind of uptight.
Yeah.
Well, not for that reason.
She needs to play with the shower head. That's what she means.
True.
Now that I know all y'all's secrets now, I know what she did. I know what she did in the shower.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't think I didn't try it. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you like it?
It was really fun. It hit the spot.
No,
that's
you
all
did
I'm
not
saying.
try it in the shower.
What would I do with it? Put it on like
Yes.
not that
He did it. He did it.
I did not. I did not. I would own that. I would own it. I would
Yes.
seriously own it.
You would put it on the undercarriage.
Oh my God, we're not talking about this.
You're welcome.
Go on. What's your prediction,
I
Jake?
predict that Amanda is going to. I don't know. I want to see like a sexy scene with her and Jeff. I think it'd be really funny, like an intimate moment. I think it'd be really funny.
We used
already
to
seen
hate
that.
them. We used to cringe like the pool
I know, but
scene.
now it's. I
we
think it's really
crave it.
endearing. I think it's really endearing.
You crave it. You crave the
You
soft
craves
porn.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
think I want to see
Crave that
that.
intimate
I just
moment.
think it'd be awesome. It'd just be a good reality TV moment. I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
I'm sure
I'll
there
say
are
it.
places you can find that.
Oh,
Those two.
I can tweet.
I want to see
I don't.
Chanel at her sister's wedding, but I want to see her like get some serious flirt on because I feel like every single Jewish guy in there is probably being whispered by their mom, being like, oh, "That's Chanel." You know, she's single.
But maybe the wedding will be like her turning point where she's like, you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be single, and when it happens,
I don't
it happens.
predict that. That's going to
You
be
know,
the turning
you
point.
know, but they're
That's going to be
setting
the
it up.
mental breakdown point. I predicted
I don't
that.
know. I don't know. She's stronger than that. I
But
think.
I like your benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't
I
have
hope
like
she
a
does
Jewish
it with one of
mixer,
the groomsmen.
you know, and where
Yeah.
they have
Fun.
like mixers for single Jewish girls, you know, at the synagogue.
Synagogue, yeah.
Well, they tried to go to the campgrounds and it got canceled
yeah.
from the rainstorm.
Rabbi Cohen, can you get a mixer together for these girls, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Or like, what about Jeff? Does Jeff not have any friends? He might.
I'm sure he has like some 30-year-old friends that want to get with like have a wife.
Yes.
So let's go.
They ride
Jeff.
the Long Island Railroad
Jeffy.
with him.
Help these ladies out and find them some decent men.
Jeffy,
Cool.
let's go.
If I was Amanda, I would not want to set my friends up.
You guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let us know what you think. You can go to AfterBuzzTV.com or on iTunes. And check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Zias.
You can find me on Twitter at Jake_DuPree and on Instagram at Jake DuPree.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Fahnia Thomas.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cassidy Gard.
Have a good night. Can you guys do your accent real quick? I can't
Bye.
Bye.
do. See ya later.
See you later.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.